You may remember a story we told you about 2 weeks ago. It was about a MedStar paramedic who was on his way to work when he was involved in that massive pileup on I-35 in Fort Worth. Even though he was a victim, Trey McDaniel swung into action, helping rescue others. Some top executives at Toyota's headquarters in Plano saw our report, and today they wanted to honor McDaniel with a gift, a big one. Here's Scott Gordon.
You never imagined something would have come this large out of it from just doing your job.
Trey McDaniel did more than just his job when he suddenly found himself in the middle of that 130-car pileup on icy I-35.
And I'm just watching a semi-truck barreling towards me, full speed.
He told us his story the day after it happened.
I thought it was my time at that point.
Incredibly, McDaniel's 2011 Toyota FJ Cruiser went airborne and landed on the opposite side of the highway, as captured in this dramatic cell phone video. This is all that was left of his car. Even though McDaniel was bloody and dazed, he managed to escape and swung into medic mode, helping other victims get to safety.
I wanted to make sure everybody else was okay.
At first, fellow first responders figured he was on duty. He was already in uniform since he was on his way to work.
A MedStar paramedic tells us
Toyota executives saw NBC5's report and decided they wanted to do something.
It's our pleasure to acknowledge what you did 2 weeks ago with a brand new 2021 4Runner TRD.
A new SUV to replace his 10-year-old Cruiser. And Toyota paid the sales tax and a year's worth of insurance, too.
All this is unbelievable. More than I could have ever even imagined.
And there's another twist. Before McDaniel decided to become a medic, he used to work right here at Toyota of Grapevine.
It's really come full circle.
A first responder who, even as a victim, did his job under the most extraordinary circumstances, honored and still humble.
I really appreciate everybody that's done something for me, so thank you. This is incredible.
In Grapevine, Scott Gordon, NBC5.
McDaniel says his left ankle still giving him some trouble, but otherwise he's okay. He's undergoing physical therapy and hopes to return to work at MedStar soon.
Now it's almost 6:14, and today a MedStar paramedic involved in that massive 130 vehicle pileup on I-35 2 weeks ago will get a big thank you for his quick thinking actions during the chaos. Trey McDaniel was on his way to work February 11th when he got caught up in the crash. And even though he himself was hurt, he crawled out of his totaled car and started treating others. This is what his car looked like as crews started clearing the scene. Toyota wanted to recognize McDaniel's heroic actions, so today he's going to be presented with a brand new Toyota 4Runner. Happening now, a MedStar paramedic involved in the deadly 130 vehicle pileup on 35W 2 weeks ago is getting a big thank you for his life-saving actions. Toyota is presenting Trey McDaniel with a brand new Toyota 4Runner in recognition of his heroic efforts during all of the chaos. McDaniel, who was on his way to work on February 11th when he got caught up in the icy crash, and even though he himself was actually hurt, he crawled out of his totaled car, you can see it there, and actually started helping to treat others. Pretty miraculous that he was okay in that. Well, the weather...
Well, a MedStar paramedic got a new vehicle today after his old one was totaled in that Fort Worth pileup on February 11th. Trey McDaniel was on his way to work at MedStar when he got stuck in the wreck. He was hurt but survived and incredibly jumped out to help other victims. Toyota Motor North America today presented him with the keys to a brand new 2021 4Runner.
I never would have imagined anything would have come of this. Me going to work, doing my job daily, you never imagined something would have come this large out of it from just doing your job.
And as it turns out, McDaniel used to work for Toyota of Grapevine, the same dealership where he got his new SUV today.
The paramedic who survived the I-35W crash in Fort Worth and jumped in to help others has a replacement vehicle. His vehicle was totaled in the accident that killed 6 people. Trey McDaniel was on his way to work when his car ran into another car and then was crushed by a truck. He crawled out of the wreckage and began helping others. Because of his efforts, Toyota got involved. McDaniel drove away in his brand new replacement vehicle today.
A paramedic who got caught up in that big 133 vehicle pileup in Fort Worth got a big surprise today that he'll never forget. Trey McDaniel's his name. He was on 35W on his way to work a couple of weeks ago when he was hit from behind on that ice-slickened highway. His car ended up being smashed. Today, though, came this surprise replacement.
I can't believe I'm here at Texas Toyota in Grapevine. It's really come full circle. The way it's worked out in my life, and it's unreal.
So the dealership donated this vehicle because they had heard how much he loved his old Toyota FJ Cruiser, even after his SUV was damaged. And here you see it from the pileup. He checked on others. He went vehicle to vehicle that day, even carried some people to safety. Bravo.